Hey guys, Void's Poker back with another video, playing another 1 cent, 2 cent game on Club wptgold. Just trying to bankroll. This is literally my first hand of the night. Couldn't get any better with the best hand poker. I got pocket aces right here on the button, and so one person puts in a 6 cent raise, and there's nothing else to do but put in a re-raise. I was gonna go 3 times pot, but back on my last video, it looks like I should have kept raising a little higher. So I think that's what I was trying to do right here. I went 4 times, and we actually get uh 4 callers, which is surprising. And then I had the flop is 4 7 deuce with 2 spades, which is still pretty good in my range, And then he comes out and leads with a half quarter pot. I was just curious because you don't really see half quarter pot in like this type of low stakes. So I was curious and take a look at his stats. It's a newer player, so I'm not gonna believe what he says. Honestly, I'm gonna probably just be a calling station against him because he's probably just entered any two pairs, any two cards. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the call. I know it was 3 ways, but the first person went all in with 10 cents. I'm not really worried about him that bad. Now he checks out, which is kind of interesting. I thought maybe he'd be like on a flush draw, a spade draw maybe, but I'm just gonna put in the race. Like I said earlier, he's new. I don't really believe him. Another jack comes in, so it's putting in the flush. So I'm gonna donk all in, see what he does. See he's willing to put in the chips or whatever. Cause I'm pretty sure he just has almost random 2 cards here. Just given like his stats, and I take down the first pot of the night, and then I'm up pretty good to start off the session. Hopefully the run good continues, and looks like it does. Very next hand I get ace king offsuit. Like I said in my last video, I don't really like ace kings, ace queens. I know the premium hands. It's just I don't have the best luck with them. I always feel like somehow I run into flushes, straights, or if I have ace queen, someone always has the king. I just had two overcards, so I'm gonna go with a little bet here of 8 cents. Just see how everyone plays out. So then we get a fold, and then we get a call. Actually, we get a 3 bet, so I'm just in the button. His range could be kind of a little more open, so I'm gonna 4 bet him honestly because Ace King is just a premium hand. Just see what he does. If he bets here, I'm probably just gonna go all in again and just leave it onto the flop turn river just to see what we do, and is exactly what he does. He 5 bets, and I'm just gonna go all in, see what he has. He has Ace Jack, which I have him absolutely dominated right here. And the run out is clean, and we take another big pot down. It was a really good start to the session right here. And then a couple of hands later, I think I went card dead. Sorry, I missed part of the original, the pre-flop and flop, but I had King 10 here, clubs in the cutoff. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that raised this up. So since I have a gut, since I have a flush draw here, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some money in. Hopefully get scare any low cards out or anything like that. So now I actually pick up a flush draw and a straight draw. Any ace gives me a straight draw, so I feel like I have a lot of equity right here. Put in another raise to see what he gets to. See if he's gonna call or anything like that. Maybe I'm putting him on like I don't think he has. Maybe he has some type of ace in his hand or something like that. Just a high overcard, but didn't really connect. So I'm just putting maximum pressure on him, making it hard for him, and it's exactly what I get. Is a nice fold. And then in the next hand, we get Queen 10 in the hijack. So right here, since I'm in undergun +1, I'm thinking about perhaps raising, but someone already puts in the raise, so I'm just gonna call. This hand's not strong enough to put in a 3 bet or anything, so we're just gonna see who else calls in position, and then we landed going 5 ways to the flop. The runout comes 9-9 forward with 2 diamonds, so I don't really have anything. So I'm not really gonna put any money in this pot. I don't want to bluff into people, especially with 2 people acting behind me. So, at least that's what my thought process is right now. So, like I said, just gonna check through. and hopefully we'll see a turn. And oh, and there we go. We see a turn. You know, the three clubs. So I do have a flush draw on the board, but I just don't have anything. You know, like I just don't feel like I can continue for some reason. Like I just don't like the spot I'm in. Someone could easily have an overcard, you know. They can have any kind of pair beats me, and plus he went 18 cents. You know, it's just a decent donks out. So I'm just gonna land up folding this hand here. Um, and just to let you guys know, I cut that clip short, but it did come out another club, so it gave me the queen high flush draw. But he had an ace high flush draw, so I would lost either way. And then halfway through this hand, you know, I messed up the clip once again. I'm sorry about that, but I have a two pair right here, and it was a limp pot beforehand, so I feel like I easily have best hand. You know, I just check his stats just to see. So I'm just gonna put in the call once again. You know, obviously there's the flush that's there, but like I said, limp pot, so you can be having two cards. That's why I'm thinking I have best hand right here. I put in another call, and he had the flush draw. I didn't really put him on that for some reason. Now on to the next clip. I have ace 10 in the undergun plus one. I'm just gonna put in the easy raise 6 cents, nothing too big, you know. It's a very well playable hand, you know. Just see how many people call behind me, which looks like it's gonna be three people behind me. So I'm not really in the best position on the board, you know, with ace 10. This is a marginal hand. It's not the best hand, but it's not the worst, you know. And then we go one, two, three, four, five ways to flop, and then I bink top pair with a decent kicker, you know. I should be leading, maybe. No, I shouldn't be leading most of the time because people behind me could have better ranges and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna land up playing this one a little slow. You know, play my ace a little slow. I just check through, see if anyone else bets behind me. You know, and play from there. And now here comes a queen on the turn, the queen of diamonds. So there's a spade draw out there, but I obviously beat queens, you know. So I'm just gonna put in a half pot raise right here, maybe represent that I have the queen, and hopefully someone behind me has like a queen jack or queen king. When in reality I have an ace and have all those holdings beat. Obviously I beat any pocket pairs or anything like that. Um, and then here comes the king of spades. You know, right here I'm thinking I don't really know, but I'm guessing they don't have a flush draw because I did go kind of large on the turn. So I'm just gonna check it through. You know, I don't want to put any more money just in case, and then I take down that pot. And here's another hand right here. I got ace queen offsuit. Somewhere I put in the raise right here. I could probably three bet this, given I'm in the big blind and try to represent that I have a monster, but I just call instead just to see what the flop comes out. And the flop is five deuce eight with two spades right here. So I just got two overcards in dream. And then the small blind decides to actually lead out right here for 9 cents. Which is, you know, kind of alarm bells are ringing that maybe he's on the flush draw. I just put in the call. And next is a 10 diamonds right here. Now he slows down and checks. So I'm just gonna check back since I just had two overcards, and then I hit my ace on the turn. So he checks again, so I'm guessing he doesn't really have much. So I'm just gonna do an overbet and hopefully maybe I can get paid off. But I don't. He just decides to fold. And so I take down that pot right there. Now for this one, I have king nine offsuit in the button. So I'm in ultimate position. So it gives me a good way of play. You know, if it limps around me, I can easily raise. If someone raises, I can play it and be last to act and see what transpires in front of me. Um, King nine's obviously not the best hand, but it's playable from right here, especially when everyone folds and I just get one limper. So I'm just gonna raise it up to a small 6 cents. You know. Um, and it just also depends on what the blinds do, you know. If they put in the call like that guy, maybe he might be strong since he's first to act right there. And then we just gonna play, see how it goes, and then so we get another call. Um, the flop comes queen 7-4, and both checks through. So I'm just gonna keep on betting half pot. Just say I have a monster, you know, or say that I hit something with my range and stuff like that, and see how they play it, given that they checked through. I'm guessing they just didn't really connect with anything, you know. Maybe they have some type of sort of connectors. Maybe they have like a king in their hand and an ace in their hand. We get this blind to fold, and then we get the other one to fold. So that's a good little half pot bet right there to take down the pot. For this next clip, I got ace jack of spades right here in under the gun plus one. I'm gonna raise it to 6 cents. Unfortunately, we lost two players, so we're playing 6-handed. So the action may not be the best given that there's less people on the board. Um, so I have a pretty decent hand here, ace jack, especially with them suited. So I'll happily play this with given my position. And the flop comes 4 5 5 with two spades. I'm looking pretty good. I got two overcards. I don't really think this should connect with any of the ranges. I have a one liner into the nut flush here, so I'm just gonna apply some pressure. Bet 14 cents right here. We get called from the button, so maybe the button has some type of pair, like a seven or something, or maybe like he could have something with kings. So, but I'm just gonna keep on betting right here. Go a little bit over 25% and just get the easy fold right there. Take that one down. And now on to the next hand. We got Queen Jack offsuit. I'm in the under the gun, so I'm just gonna raise it up. No need to limp in, no need to raise too big given my hand. Then under gun plus one calls, cutoff folds, the button folds, the small blind folds, and now we are going on the big blind. He folds, and then it comes flop comes ace king six with two hearts. I'm just gonna check. I mean, I have the jack of hearts in my hand, but I don't really feel like putting in uh any bet. Now another king comes in. The king of clubs. Now he has two flush draws on the board. I just don't feel like this connects with their ranges a lot more. But I'm gonna put a stab at it. Maybe they didn't connect on anything. Especially I don't really think they have an ace because they would bet prior. And I have a decent two pair, But then he puts in the re-raise, so I'm just gonna pay it off, see what he has, and he had an ace. I didn't really think he'd be playing that slow with an ace. And for this hand right here, I have ace queen in the button. I'm gonna raise it up. Now we're even playing even smaller. We're playing five-handed right here. I get re-raise. I get 3 bet to 24, and then I get 4 bet by someone else. And ace queen is a really good hand. I just don't think, especially since I wasn't the one 3 betting or 4 betting, I just don't think I should play it. I feel like they probably have aces, kings, maybe an ace queen that all have me dominated, but they don't. They have ace jack and queen jack, but I didn't hit a jack, so it was a good laydown for me right there. Not too mad. I'm actually pretty proud of how I played that one. And next we got king, queen, and spades in the under the gun plus one. We gain a couple people at the table. It looks like here. So I'll put in the raise. Button calls. Now it's on the small blind. He also calls, and the big blind he also calls. So we're going 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes 2 6 10 with two hearts. Obviously there's a flusher on the board, but I really don't think it should be in anyone really help anyone unless they have a 10. I mean, I guess they can have like queen 10, queen 10, but I have a queen blocker. They have a ace 10, something like that, and then I get 3 bet again, a pretty big 36, and I thinking I should just fold right here, which I do. Because obviously I feel like this just hits a lot more. I had no flushes or anything. I just had two overcards. I'm just guessing he has something like ace 10, king 10, something like that. And then here comes the other heart to bring in the heart flush. I'm guessing he has something with the heart. I wouldn't think he'd be banging all this with just a 10. But I just want to see how they play it. And no, he only had 10 9. They only had a king flush. So thank you guys once again for making it all the way through the video. If you guys did, I really appreciate you guys. I know I'm only paying 1 cent, 2 cent right now, but obviously when I build this bankroll, this with the main purpose of this YouTube channel is I just want to record myself building a bigger bankroll. I'll move up in stakes, um, and then every Sunday night I'll post like a little something on my community, say, hey, this is what I started the week at, this is what I'm ending the week at. So I think once I hit around like 200 in my account, maybe I'll go up to 1020. They also had 10, 20, 40. So it's not bad. I played those before, but I'm just want to start from square one once again. And thank you guys for everyone that made it through this far. I really appreciate you guys, and see you in the next video.